Welcome back, everybody. It's now 8:24, almost 8:25. You know, raising a dog can be rewarding and enjoyable, and raising a dog with a disability can be even more rewarding, but you will be facing some challenges. And our dog trainer and behavior expert Michael Baugh is here from Rover Oaks Pet Resort with a very, very special guest. Now, I saw her earlier. Tell me about her.
This is Eve. Eve is available. Well, there she goes. She's going to go check out that camera. I'm going to let her do that. We'll just let her walk over and say hi. Say hi to Carolyn. Eve is available for adoption through Shaggy Dog Rescue, and she's just a doll. I mean, she's absolutely delightful. I'm going to call her back over to me. Eve, come on.
The challenges. First off, very visible, she's missing a front leg.
She is, yeah. She had to have her front leg amputated. We're told by the veterinary professionals, hi Boo, that the injury was consistent with having been thrown from a car. Yeah. So she was abandoned in the worst way, we think. Bus driver found her on the side of the road. She had no use of her front left leg, so it had to be abandoned. I mean, in terms of training challenges, you know, I mean, she's a pretty typical dog. She's getting around very well. She just had her stitches out yesterday. So.
Wow. Okay. I used to babysit a Dalmatian that was deaf.
Yeah.
And boy, did that give me some problems.
Absolutely.
A lot of dogs are deaf and we don't know about them.
Yeah, and I've gotten a lot of questions through the Facebook page, Fox 26, about deaf dogs. And I'm working with a deaf dog now named PJ. I brought some video of PJ's training that we can take a look at. This is my colleague, Martine Kopka, with JK9. She's working with PJ. When you're working with a deaf dog, all of the signals have to be very visual, and then the reinforcement markers have to be very visual, because obviously the dog can't hear you say, good dog, and the dog can't hear you say, heel, or come, or sit. So you'll notice Martine is being very, very deliberate about her visual cues with PJ, and she did a great job with him.
Now, how does an owner learn how to do these visual cues? Because a lot of times you're just confused. The dog's not responding until you take it to a vet. You don't know it's deaf.
Yeah, and I think that this is one of those cases where the answer is not a short answer. The answer is find a professional who has experience, who has professional certification, and who has specific education in dealing with deaf dogs, like Martine and myself. You know, really, really great trainers available who can help you with your deaf dog. I got to tell you something else about PJ, and I hear people say this from time to time. It makes my skin crawl. You know, something's wrong with my dog. My dog isn't behaving well. I may have to get rid of my dog. Let me show you what getting rid of a dog looks like. We'll take a look at PJ's video here. These are, actually, that's not the right picture. That's PJ doing well, but PJ was abandoned. Somebody just dumped her on the side of the road, and there's pictures of the guy who did it, and this gal here, thrown from a car. That's the face of getting rid of a dog.
But shouldn't people know that there are refuges, there are shelters that they can drop a dog off at?
Yeah, and you know, as much as we don't like to hear about dogs being dropped off at shelters, at least that's the appropriate method. Yeah, so you're absolutely right. You don't just, you know, abandon a dog on the side of a road. I wanted to show you a picture of PJ, a better picture, better than the ones we just saw, in fact. That's PJ's guardian is Robin Arudi, and she's a professional photographer. That picture was taken with an iPhone. It's a very, very cool picture of PJ, and she is a sweet gal, and so is PJ. They're both very, very sweet gals, and PJ's got, you know, she's kind of startles easily and has some issues, and I'm continuing her work, but she's a great dog, and so is Eve here.
And Eve is up for adoption?
Shaggy Dog Rescue, yeah, and she's up for adoption. She could go to her new home anytime. She just had her surgery last week, got her stitches out yesterday, but as you might have seen in some of the video clips that we had earlier in the newscast, getting around just fine.
Yes, she really is, and she's a lovable lap dog.
Absolutely, very cuddly.
Michael Baugh, Rover Oaks, thank you so very much, because you've educated not just me, but all of our viewers about what can be done with a dog that has a disability.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our panel is